In this video, we are going to be analysing Meta Materials ticker MMAT. So to get straight into it, obviously down 10% yesterday. Obviously markets aren't open today due to Thanksgiving, and that's why they're going to be out a bit later than normal. But one thing, or kind of just straight into the main analysis, but one thing it really stands out, so make sure you're paying attention till the end of the video, because we're going to show you how, at least I'm looking to kind of trade this stock if it continues to push to the upside. So as of right now, where are resistances? So we have a resistance at $2.10 and $2. Again, this is second deviation on the 1 year and our third deviation on the 6 month. So really coming into this level, we're coming very overbought. Reason for that is that third deviation is obviously you don't expect to stay out of this level all that long, if at all. So that's why we kind of been seeing this pullback. Doesn't mean that this is going to be the overall top, but again, usually a good sign of a reversal here. So really be watching if we break below 160. Probably this uptrend is done and we will continue more to the downside. But if we do continue any more to the upside, we have next levels at 250, 270 and 340 as any levels going higher. Now this will be my main outlook on MMAT, and again, like I said at the end of the video, we'll go over the trading strategy I'm looking at to trade this stock with. But if we end up falling down instead, we have supports at 170, and again be watching for the break. If we start breaking below 160, good indication that that was a top and we are starting to reverse. If we go lower, we have further supports at 132/129, so again use it as a zone, really 130. Big pivot point as well. I mean, you can see gaps happening around this location, coming back, quickly sold off. Big pivotal moment at 130, and this, if I was trading it short, would kind of be our final target just because of how much of a pivot point this was. But if you did want any lower levels, again, we do have one at 90 cents and 60 cents and a final level at 50 cents, which would be our first deviation on the 6 months. So again, these would be all the levels we're paying attention to. Do you need to pay attention to all of them? No. Again, we're currently sitting at 190, so my key focus would be 210 to 170. Again, once you break through one of these levels, then your focus goes to the next level. If you break to the downside, break 170, come back to test it as a resistance, your target goes to 130. On the other hand, if you break 210, come back to test it as a support and it holds, 250 is going to be your target. But now, how am I looking to trade this stock? Well, this is one of the rare cases where it does have options. So a lot of these gappers usually don't have options, but on this one we can see plenty of options. So what is a good way, or one way I'll be looking to trade this, is probably looking around, again depending on how quick we think this move is going to be, either around a 30-day expiration, but again then you're going to be really affected by time decay. We can see at least on these, time decay isn't too bad, so that's not too harsh, but you could always go further out, 150 days. Time decay is not really going to hit too heavy for the next 70 days. Really, usually the last 90 to 60 days is where it hits heavy. So again, looking at these, we can see we can just trade it, and the way I would be looking to trade it is probably just outright puts. Again, could trade it as a debit spread, but considering we know it's very overbought at these levels, you can risk not too much and still have a lot of upside. I mean, you can see these options were up 80% and the stock only fell 10%. So seeing that kind of opportunity, this is the way I'm going to be paying attention to this stock. We can see though there's not many strikes. I mean, you can go 30 days out, you've only got 4 strikes. Going 150 days out, you got about 8 strikes. So not many strikes, and strikes to really pay attention to. So that is one thing to take into account. Really the main thing would be volume, what has the most volume, and we can see they don't really, any of them have too much volume. As of right now, this one seems to be the biggest put, 31 contract. So again, if we throw that to chart 1, what's it looking like? How has price moved on these contracts? So we can see how it moved, but let's quickly cut this out. We'll go on to a max time frame. We can see at the high they were worth around 110, now they're worth about 50, so again lost 50% of their value. Do we think the stock price is going to fall back to where it was, going back a month? Yes. So again, there is definitely some good opportunity on here. It is a 150 put. Do we think it's going to go below 150? Again, where are we now? What is our target? Our main target, if we go back to this, we can see what our main target was. Obviously, if we break 170, 130 is that target. That would be below the 150 strike. So again, a good chance that it will expire in the money. Worst case, but really again, we're looking more to play the premium. We expect it to go below there probably within the next 20 to 30, or really 1 to 30 days. So again, we're watching out for that. Those premiums could really make a lot of percentage, and definitely more than the actual outright shares. And again, then you're not paying the borrowing fees to actually short it, and the risk you have of unlimited upside. Anyway, that is the breakdown on MMAT. If you did enjoy the video, why not drop a like and subscribe and check out one of these 2 analysis videos.